don't think anybody in the country does it like we do.
We talk a lot about the transfer portal on this channel. We talk a lot about Colorado and Deion Sanders on this channel. And it's because it's a lot of intersecting things that I find a lot of importance in football. I grew up watching Deion Sanders highlights. I think the transfer portal is super cool, seeing other people jump around, do different things, and I think it's created interesting situations. So it all kind of accumulated when Deion Sanders took his talents from JSU to Colorado, and a mass exodus of transfer portal players came in from JSU, but also they seem to have a bunch of transfer portal problems leaving. And I'm not someone who has a bad memory. I remember what people were saying at the beginning of this season when Dylan Edwards was leaving and wide receivers were leaving, and people were putting Instagram posts, and everybody was saying that the walls were closing in and they were falling. And even when he first got there, well, you can't build a team like that. You can't do it with just transfers. You can't have a successful do it. And at this point, we're saying that 2024, heading into 2025, Deion Sanders is everything but wrong. Okay, so today we have our guy, the Pregame Network. He does great stuff. Leave a like on this video. Y'all go check his videos out. We're not gonna watch the full thing. We're just gonna hear Deion's new comments, kind of being retrospective and being reflective on the things that have happened, the people, how they said it. And then, of course, we've got some TikToks and some things to kind of take you back to see how people were talking, because people were talking quite greasily, and people really thought that, I don't know, Colorado was just some lost puppy out there in the woods and they wouldn't be able to get anything done. But if y'all like college football videos, if you like coverage, you like all that good stuff, man, leave a like on this video. If you don't, leave a dislike on it. Subscribe if you enjoy college football content, man. Let's get right into it and hear what Deion has to say about being right.
Proven winners, not only on the field but off the field. Yeah, and guys that are truly navigational systems that can guide our young men to their destinations that they desire.
Does it offer you any smile to your face or wink to have been proven right on how the portal truly works?
No, not really.
Now you got here, everybody attacked you.
Yeah, I mean,
and now everybody doing it.
Everybody know I keep receipts. Everybody know that. But I'm not in it for that. I'm just in it to do right, man. When wrong is an option. And when I started a youth program in Dallas, in the inner city, we had a trial that attracted 1,200 kids at the Cotton Bowl. First time ever. I went on the radio. I did it big, Coach George was with me, Calhoun was with all, Coach Mathis, Hart, all these guys that you're seeing here has been with me that long. We started with nothing and turned it into something. So that was the first portal for us. Yeah. So that happened every year, and we got to the point where we had 3 teams of every age, 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we had 1, 13, and 14. We also had baseball, 22 teams. We also had basketball, I think 24 teams. We also had cheer. We also had track and field. We really went to the portal because we didn't have an organization, and we had to go and grab what was there and evaluate and put them out there and improve them and put them out there and educated them as well. Because I would rent schools. The program, I would buy school buses to go get our kids from all over the metroplex.
It's amazing how they don't talk about that, though.
I don't want to talk about right. Why would we talk about right when wrong is right there available? Yeah. So that was the first portal. Then when we start doing school, you take something that's nothing and turn it into something. But where does the kids come from? The kids had to come from other charter schools. They had to come from other public schools. So that was the portal. Okay, now you go, you advance after several years of hard work and dedication. Now you go to Jackson State. We inherited, a 4 and 18 or 4, something like that, right? You go to the portal and you do the same thing, year after year. And then you come here and you inherit what? 1 and 11 team, and where you go?
Yeah, went to 4 and 8, into the portal.
So we've been doing this for quite some time. I've never just taken time to break this down that we've been doing this since the beginning. We've taken nothing and turned it into something and presented it to you, but we knew the formula years ago, starting out with the youth.
And that was one of the things.
Forget knowing the formula, it seems like they kind of created and molded the formula. I know we talked about a video earlier on the channel. I gotta check it out. I was talking about Bill Belichick trying to steal Arch Manning from Texas, but and I talked about the elite advantage that NFL people, NFL executives, people around the NFL are going to have when starting to coach and operate in this modern college football landscape, because it's starting to look more and more and more like the NFL on the back end, not even on the front end. Not talking about design and play it down. Forget football. When it comes to how money is moving, how personnel needs to be handled, and how you need to navigate and manage rosters, it is the NFL. So I think that's an advantage, but almost from a different angle, right? Belichick is coming from, oh yeah, that's how the NFL is top ranked. Well, Deion has had to have like this walk step, right? He talks about, tryouts and equating that to the portal. And then, of course, if you're not familiar with high school athletics, that's a very big thing. Private schools giving scholarships to, to the bigger public school guys. Hey, man, we need your services. You feel me? We're going to give you this nice place. We're going to get your mom an apartment, a free education. And you know what I mean? Yeah, it happens in high school too. So that's how you do it. You hop in the portal there. So with him, being able to be called Boo Boo the Fool for a whole 2 years, after going 4-8, after the whole situation, even up to last year. And we're going to watch a few of those videos here in a second. I just think it's so interesting that the whole time, like, he knew what it was. And one more thing before we do hop into these videos, and we're going to take a peek at just some TikToks. Just some, wow, okay, that was random. Just some TikToks of back in the day, read some comments, and really take us back a few months ago, I guess a year or so ago, and look at the full scope of how people were thinking, talking, and perceiving the transfer portal as it relates to Colorado. But I want to say something very specific, and I think it's something that I hated last year when people were kind of trying to take a steamish on Deion Sanders for going 4-8 and then Colorado and acting like he was just some whatever coach. Oh, you're just some HBCU level. Like, Deion Sanders has been coaching. He started in Pee Wee football, and then he went to high school. Obviously, he coached Shador throughout the years. Throughout all his years, he was his coach the entire time, right? So he's coached at every single level. And coached a while in high school. That again, the full 4 years. And I believe won a few state championships, if I'm not mistaken. Then gets denied at FSU. Let's be true about it. Let's not sugarcoat it. Gets denied at FSU because of some weird stuff that they got, weird politics they got going on. It worked great for them. Goes to JSU. Obviously does phenomenal things there. I'm not going to say puts HBCUs on the map, but reinvigorates that, puts eyes back on them. Shout out to TC for winning that national championship for Jackson State, right? And then we're here with Colorado, 4-8, all this craziness. It's just amazing to see how people leave out this long trek, this long history that Deion Sanders had. I never buy when people try to say, oh, Deion Sanders is just a con man. He's just this, he's just that. No. He's a Hall of Famer. Just get it right. An NFL Hall of Famer, right? A Super Bowl champion, right? A college football Hall of Famer, right? One of the most important people in college football. So why people try to paint this narrative like he, of all people, doesn't know what he's doing? It's weird to me. I'm a Texas fan. I'm not a Colorado fan. I'm a Deion Sanders fan. If I was yapping and making YouTube videos, I would have been covering Jackson State, because it's clear that we're in the presence of elite football knowledge. I'm not just saying that to suck on his knob, right? Or to gargle Deion Sanders' balls or anything. The dude did it. He has a gold jacket. He has a bus, pause. He's leading a Division I program at this point. So I don't understand how these years back we wouldn't thought, maybe he kind of knows what he's doing. So this is how people felt.
Colorado player has hit the transfer portal, which is not a surprise. The former 4-star running back Dylan Edwards has announced he will be entering the transfer portal. Now, honestly, this move does shock me a little bit, considering the fact that Dylan Edwards last year was the main running back for the Colorado Buffaloes. But honestly, at this point, nothing really shocks me about the Colorado football program, because it feels like every other day somebody enters their name into the transfer portal. Now, Dylan Edwards last season for Colorado had 1 touchdown. He ran for 321 yards.
Like, people were, I'm never forgiving y'all. First of all, Dylan Edwards is a phenomenal player, great punt returner, great slot receiver. He should be playing slot receiver. I don't know why he's playing running back. But people acted like he had like 500 yards. He didn't even have I think he had 500 total yards if you add his receiving. And so he has just above 600 yards if you add all his yards together for receiving and touchdown. What are we talking about right now? He's not even in a 1,000-yard complete in totality, and nothing wrong with him. He's a freshman. I think he did great. I mean, 1,600 yards is great, but acting like he was the leading force of the offense was a little bit.
and he had 76 carries on the year. And this move comes straight after Dallin Hayden announced he would be committing to the Colorado Buffaloes for next season. But I am surprised by the number of players that have entered the spring window. And honestly, at this point, nothing really surprises me about the Colorado football program. And honestly, at this point, it's hard to take the Colorado football program seriously. It just feels like that program is for influencers only. And I'm honestly starting to think that Colorado might not win that many games next season. But let me know what you guys think about this move.
Oh, it's just for influencers. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Man, look, I don't know where to start, but Colorado got a lot of shit going on right now, man. They just do, okay? So let's start with the first thing. I'm gonna put everything in one video, okay? Because it's just, I can't do 4 or 5 separate videos on this. I could, but I'm not, all right? So let's start with the first thing. Shiloh posted this on his IG story, okay? Defensive transfers, DM him. Offensive transfers, DM Shador. This is how we recruit now? This is recruiting. You know what I'm saying? No more coaches, no more this, no more that. Players are reaching out to other players saying, hey, man, come to my school. Hey, if you want to come here or you thinking about coming here, talk to me first. I'm the starting safety. Talk to me first. I'm the quarterback. What the fuck is going on, bruh? Imagine me being a player looking for a new home. I see this on his story, and I'm like, you know what? Let me DM Shiloh. Hey, man, y'all got any room for a cornerback?
Evolve or die. It's as simple as that. And this is another thing that I have a major issue with is people trying to paint this like this as well as like some negative thing, right? And it's because people are afraid of change, right? People are so afraid of change that they can't possibly think maybe with a completely different transfer portal setup, you know, maybe sitting there, you know, some DMs might work. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Do you not see all these coaches that are on Twitter? Like, you must be new to the whole football game then, Mr. Light Work. I know he's not because he covers a lot of football on TikTok. He's a good creator to go follow him. I'm just using it as cannon fodder right now. But Mr. Light Work, you don't know nothing about the football. No, he knows what he's talking about. But and if you would know that people, you know, head coaches do work, and coaches and recruiters, they do work on Twitter. That is the place to do. Was Twitter the place to recruit in 2006? I don't think so, dog. Like stuff changes. So when you're set with a new circumstances, you change it up and do it a different way. That was crazy, but there was a lot of craziness going on here. So let's go to the next
chat, like a voice group chat, and basically y'all can chat, y'all can discuss whatever topic y'all want to discuss. A lot of people use it to argue and shit like that, but the Colorado fan base and some players, because y'all not getting off that easy. Y'all not getting off that easy. I don't believe it's all fans. I believe players are in here as well, letting them know how they feel about him transferring and this, that, and the third, about what's going on with him. Okay? So I'm going to play the spaces. Y'all just listen in.
Fuck with you, buddy. Shout out my nigga Whoa. Me and my nigga Whoa. But you got it fucked up. Fuck you, money. You ain't got no fucking Oh, you just start talking. Go ahead, man. That was him. He just started talking. My bad. Go ahead.
Got 300 people in the rear. Think I care?
You don't give a fuck. That's the problem right there. Right. If you don't give a fuck, then we don't give a fuck.
And of course, this. I didn't know Kamani McClay was gonna have a wild appearance, but this is the Kamani McClay situation. Oh, he put the whole thing in there. But then
others are looking at it like, bro, you had a prime opportunity to learn from the best. Third, people believing in him.
Okay, so again, we're hitting a lot of things. We're gonna wrap up on this. My whole point was it was a lot of people talking real greasily about this. So we're gonna end here. We're good. We're in desperate need of help. Please, dear Lord. They not winning 5 games this year. Shake my head. Going to the league regardless. Just stay healthy. It's prime time. Great job. I want some more hating, man. Shador helped recruit Travis. Jordan Seaton. Okay, so a lot of people being logical, but let's see what.
I was just in the locker room, and I just typed it, and then asked him. I was like, "Hey, make sure you check your DM, bro. It's about to get wild. So we need some guys." Just
Yo, look, I'm trying to be serious this video, dog. Look, man, I just think it's funny. It's funny. Everybody try to act like a Hall of Famer in both levels of football. Someone who's been coaching for almost a decade didn't know how to, I don't know, have people connected in these states. You thought Deion Sanders, who coached in Texas football for almost a decade, was going to have a problem in the transfer portal? Y'all don't use y'all's brain and y'all don't watch football enough. Go watch some football and then come click back on my videos again. Y'all be great. Y'all be phenomenal. Have a great holiday season. And we'll see you next time.